Oh, hey, it's just me and my doodle. Check it out. We're very festive and merry for the holidays. Anyway, one thing that someone asked me the other day was, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated when sometimes business can be a grind, and when business can put you in a position, in a place to where sometimes you feel down in the dirt, you feel just stuck in the depths, like you're down in the bottom of a well. Like, picture this, you're in the bottom of a well. You're trying to like claw your way out. You can't get out. No matter what you do, you just fall back down. Sometimes that's what business does to us. It puts us in a place to where we just get beaten down and broken and exhausted. And so the question often is, how do you keep doing it? How do you keep doing it, especially in the beginning when it's so hard to get traction? How do you do it when you're actually busy and you are scaling and you don't have a second to breathe? When you're working 14-hour days, when work is life, and when you don't have the opportunity to take time off to enjoy your life or the wonderful things we have all around us? Well, the question is, it's a routine. And for me, it's always been about a routine. It's about waking up and it's about doing the same thing every day. Organizing myself into a position to where I know what I'm doing on Monday, I know what I'm doing on Tuesday, I know what I'm doing on Wednesday. And that routine is consistently scheduled and set up in a way to where that's what I do every day. I don't have time to think about being motivated or not motivated or think about what I should do today because I'm already organized. I'm set up in a place to where I know what I need to do, I know how I need to do it, and I know exactly when it's going to happen, so that way I can create consistency in action. And that's the number one biggest predictor and delineator for success for me in the world of business ownership and entrepreneurship. It's the ability to create consistency. If you can create consistency of action, both in your business and in your personal life and in how you think and operate, that's what's going to produce results for you. The people who get into a position to where they need to constantly be motivated, to where they need something to get them up and excited about the day, those are the people who struggle with inconsistency. And those are the people who are incapable or not capable in the moment of actually making things work, of actually getting things going and actually staying motivated. Because motivation is a feeling. And one of my favorite quotes is, motivation is a lot like bathing. You have to do it daily. And so we don't want to put ourselves in a place where we consistently have to depend on being motivated to actually take action and get things done. We have to recognize that as human beings, we're creatures of habit. And as creatures of habit, we're going to fall into whatever habits we've developed and whatever consistent behaviors that we have right now that are allowing us to either create success or create failure. Because your consistent habits are what are going to create whichever road you're going to go on. And so if you're in this position and you're struggling with the ability or the thoughts or the mindset of how do I stay motivated? How do I stay consistent? How do I do this? How do I make myself happy moving forward? It comes down to creating a consistent schedule. And when I look at meditation and mantras and yoga and all these apps and stuff and Monday morning affirmations and these, where we sit there every morning, these morning routines where we have like 3 hours to prep for our day, that's not creating the consistency that you need to succeed. Like for me, I don't even have a morning routine. I basically wake up, I drink some coffee, I kind of prep for my day, and then I get started because I don't need those affirmations. And when you depend on positive affirmations, when you depend on the positivity of the things that you need to make the day happen, you forget that there's also negativity in the day. You forget that you're going to have to deal with the things that aren't always sunshine and gumdrops. And that is really one of the make or breaks of success. The ability to create consistency is not only the ability to stay positive, but it's the ability to combat and remove the negative when it does present itself. It's the ability to be prepared for the negative. It's the ability to be able to hammer down and hammer out these triggers that come up and say, hey, I noticed I'm feeling this in the moment, but I'm going to stay on my schedule. I'm going to stay consistent with where I'm moving. I'm going to stay in the direction I need to be going. And that consistency, if you can recognize that and be cognizant and aware that it exists and that you are feeling that way in the moment, that's going to put you in a place to where you say, okay, yes, I understand I'm feeling this way, but I'm going to keep going on my path. I'm going to keep going in my direction. I'm going to keep my consistent pathway and I'm going to keep my consistent direction. And that's going to allow you to move away from this idea that I need to constantly be motivated to be successful. I need to constantly be motivated to be happy, into this position to where I don't have time to even think about motivation because I have achieved unconscious competence in my ability to create consistency in my daily routine, to create consistency in my schedule, to create consistency in my action. And that's exactly what's going to create success. The ability to create that consistent action. So at the end of the day, it's not really about being motivated. It's not about reading motivational books or watching motivational videos. It's about organizing your schedule into what you need to do and then turning that into consistent habits and consistent action that you do and take every day that's going to allow you to be successful.